I'm Alicia Buchanan, founder of the Soulful Sisters Searching Movement and CEO at Golden Opportunity to Develop. And I wanted to come and speak with you about love, how it will carry you through, and discovering the secret to dealing with death in your life and your business. So discovering the secret when you're dealing with death in your life and your business. So recently, Chester Bennington, he's one of my favorite lead singers in the rock band Linkin Park. Unfortunately, his fight with depression and some mental health challenges ended. His fight ended. But the legacy that he has left has impacted so many people. And we know from past history what happens when people die is that the outpouring of love is what starts to happen. The outpouring starts to happen. But typically people, especially women, we wear a lot of masks. We wear a mask and we don't talk about what we're dealing with or what we're going through. Or when we do talk about what we're going through, sometimes we put up a facade. We put up a facade so that we can look good or maybe impress other people. And we may be struggling. We may be dealing with some crises in our life, some emergencies. And in the last video, I shared how right now I've been facing a financial crisis. And the difference between a crisis and what can become a challenge is a short term. So this short-term crisis, I'm sharing it with you. At this moment, just sharing it with you to bring down the mask. It really did impact me a lot because I had been really doing some digging this past couple of months. And again, going back to Chester Bennington and what has happened to him, he was one of my favorite singers. I would listen to his music pretty often. And so it really was sad to hear what had happened to him. So it touched home, even though I've never met him before. But I just wanting to let the family know that I want to pay my respects to his family, his wife, his children, and those around the world who are grieving the loss. And you may be grieving personal losses in your family as well. So let's just chat for a few moments, and I just want to talk with you about how do you survive it. Well, first of all, we have to bring down the facade. We have to really be honest about what's going on with us. And I know that can be difficult because you may not trust people, or people have proven to you in the past that they're not trustworthy because of their actions and what they've done. They've shared your secrets. They've shamed you. They've bullied you. They've called you names because of what you were going through. I understand that. But when you are dealing with a challenge, which is different, a challenge is something that lasts a little bit longer. It's something that you've been dealing with for quite some time. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest. If it's something that you've dealt with for more than a couple of days, more than a couple of weeks, more than a couple of months, then you may indeed need to get some support or some help, some professional help for what you're dealing with. I do commend Chester Bennington because when the challenge got overwhelming, he really did say that he was willing to fight. I don't know the details of his life, but I know that the people that I've had to work with and then dealing with my own challenges, which is different than a crisis, dealing with my own challenges is being honest about it and getting help and doing the work. The work is not going to be a short-term situation. It's going to last longer, and you're going to have to stick it out. You're going to have to do the work and stick it out, and you're going to have to be patient with yourself during the challenge, because it's not going to fix itself overnight, and it's not going to be easy. But there are people who are put in place who have the knowledge, who have the training, who have the experience that can help you. That can really, really help you. That can hold your hand and walk you through the fire when you are going through it. Challenges, these real challenges. The crises, I'll say this, is that the crises, sometimes you can bear them alone. That is honestly. Because we've dealt with this before, where we have went it alone. You may have had a struggle that you can get past, whether it was financial or whether it was circumstantial. Something just happened and you have to respond to it. Whatever it was, you were able to get past that. That was a crisis. But a challenge is something that you can't get over so easily. It's something where you need support and you need help. And you may have to pay a professional to get help. You may have to go in therapy. You may have to hire a coach if that's appropriate. If it's not that degree of being so severe, maybe you can hire a coach. And in my later video, I'm going to talk about the difference in knowing which one is appropriate for you. Which is appropriate for you, therapy or coaching, counseling versus coaching, and some other resources that may benefit you. But the point is getting the help that is needed and not going it alone. Because when tragedies and circumstances happen and someone's life ends, that leaves a gap in so many other people's life. He had a wife, Chester Bennington in this case had a wife, he had children, and they're still here. So that creates a challenge for them. They're going to need help now because of this situation and his struggle. And I'm not saying that he didn't get any support, he didn't get any help. I'm sure he did, because he had a number of challenges that some people didn't even know about. He had a number of those challenges. He talked about it in his music like most artists do, but he had those challenges. And I'm sure that he did have to get some help to get through some of those challenges. However, his fight is ended, but yours hasn't. Your fight is still happening. You're still here for a reason. I want to encourage you to not give up, not lose hope, because hope, it lives in your heart. As long as your heart is beating and you have a mind to think, I just want you to be mindful about being honest with yourself. Be mindful about being honest with yourself. That's going to take a little bit more effort, is to think about, am I wearing a mask today? Am I just trying to put up a front so that I can impress someone, or I'm too embarrassed or ashamed to let people know that I'm facing a challenge? And there's nothing wrong with facing a challenge in life. We all have them. Nobody's exempt from them. If you're a believer, even Jesus had challenges, and he had to retreat away by himself, and he had to get strength within himself to deal with his challenges, to deal with the assignment that was before him. And every leader, every influential person, every celebrity, they have challenges too. They may not display their challenges, but they have them because they're human. We're all connected by a human need, a human source. We're all connected. So we're all going to have challenges. And whether you're a faith believer or not, you're not exempt from those challenges. I don't care who you believe in. You are not exempt from challenges in life. Crises are going to happen. Challenges are going to happen. It is inevitable. And I believe sometimes it's even mandatory, because it is what builds up our character. We walk through these circumstances in life so that we can be who we are, so that we can be able to go back and pull somebody else up. So that's all that I wanted to share today. I want to, say rest in peace Chester Bennington. And I want to encourage you to get some support, get some help in what you're dealing with. If you're feeling like you need to awaken some things into your life, you feel like you're missing out on something, I want to invite you to contact me for a breakthrough or discovery call at bit.ly, B-I-T. That was my 1-year-old giving me my credit card. He's giving me my credit card. You can't see the numbers. But he's giving me my information like I'm getting ready to purchase something. But I want to encourage you to get yourself positioned to get some support. So I want to celebrate with you. Whatever you're dealing with, I want to celebrate with you for taking the first step to contact me at bit.ly/discover with Alicia. Schedule a call with me. Let's talk about how I can support you and celebrate you with what you're going through, your challenges, or even your crises, or talk to you about some resources and other strategies that can help you in your life and business. So I want to invite you to do that. Okay, you want to say hello? Tell him hello. Hello. Okay, that's my 1-year-old, and he is saying hello to you all. So we welcome Isaac. With all of this death, it's so beautiful to see life. But I want to invite you to schedule a call with me. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Stay blessed. Hope lives here in your heart. You are loved. And stay encouraged. Don't give up. Talk to you soon.